Alrighty guys, as you can tell by the title of the video, this will be a DVD review of the last McGuinness DVD. This is a DVD that's been highly anticipated by a lot of people. This DVD was not featured, but the trailer came out for this in February of last year, 2012, and it just came out, late November, early December. So I finally got my hands on a copy of this. And if you do not have a copy, definitely recommend buying this DVD. It's probably the best $25, $30, $35 you'll spend in your life. Well, it'd have to be $30 because the regular edition costs $25 and $5 shipping, and the special feature costs $30 with $35. What the $30 with $5 shipping make it $35. But however, the director's cut of this DVD is sold out. So if you did not buy the director's cut, you're pretty much out of luck. Unless you can find a copy on eBay of this anytime soon, or in the future, you're not going to get this edition of it. If you're probably wondering what's on the director's cut, it has extras. So it's over, I think it's an hour and 40 minutes of extras. Yeah, I believe each extra was like 10 to 30 minutes long, each one. So you're missing out on some great extras. But this DVD, like I said, director's cut, last of McGuinness. You got Nigel, kissing the ring mat. His last ROH match, Glory by Honor 8. You got Kerry, Davey, and Jim Cornette in the background trolling. Here's the side of the DVD, the last of McGuinness. That's it. It's really, really thin, so it won't take up any space in your shelf. Got a picture of Nigel, and here's a saying, or I'm not going to sit here and read it to you guys. You guys can read it. Basically what it says is, from the start of his career, and basically just talks about, on the back I'm saying, the documentary, it just talks about, what your dreams in life basically is, and what you shouldn't expect really anything. You just hope for the best and prepare for the best. So that's basically what the back said if you didn't read it, or if you're too lazy to. But there's Nigel. Here are all the chapters. I'm not going to sit there and read them either. You just, you can just pause it and read it. And these are the extras. Like I said, if you bought the director's cut, same as the cover here, Last of McGuinness. The back is just him and a fan. But the Last of McGuinness, I'm not going to sit here and go in depth into the documentary like I usually do with all the DVDs. I'm not going to sit here and talk about every little detail. I'm just going to briefly talk about some things I liked on here, because I truly believe everyone watching this should, watch this somehow. Whether it's you're buying the DVD, which I really, really prefer you guys to do, or if you have to stream it, which I don't think you guys should do, but if the DVD's sold out and you can't get a copy of it, you kind of have to do that. But it's just a very, very emotional DVD, very inspirational, to say the least. If you're trying to be a professional wrestler, definitely watch this. Just a great insight into the world of professional wrestling. You really, really see what kind of things wrestlers do, if you're on the independent scene, that is. Or, I don't think it really matters, because I think indie wrestling, or the indie wrestling scene, traveling and everything is basically like, the big times, but you just do a lot more traveling. And, but Nigel in this DVD, like I said, you really, really feel bad for the guy. He definitely had a stroke of bad luck in his career, which someone tells him that, it was just a stroke of bad luck for you. And Nigel basically really tells you, since he was 14 years old, all he wanted to do in his life was be a professional wrestler. All he wanted to do was be in WWE. He wanted to be famous. That's all he wanted to do in his life. And the fact that he couldn't achieve that, he felt like not only did he fail in his career, he failed in life. Like, well, I wasted all my life being a wrestler, and I didn't achieve what I wanted to achieve in that career. What? I haven't done anything, besides wrestling. So I pretty much not just failed in that, I failed in my life. And he really, really makes it known in this documentary. He says it throughout the entire, thing. And when he's talking to, like, his friends and family, that's all he mentions. Like, you know what, I really want to be in WWE. I didn't make it because of something stupid like that. And he really, honestly, it was over something stupid. He got like a torn pec, or he tore something in his arm, which wasn't that serious because his doctor cleared him to compete. And WWE's like, well, we can't hire you with an injury. Get surgery, then we'll hire you. But Nigel couldn't afford the surgery, so, and even if he got surgery, he'd be out for 6 months. So he's gonna spend $5,000 to get surgery, then sit out for 5 or 6 months and not do anything. It was something Nigel wasn't willing to do, and that's why he went to TNA. And it was really, really emotional. You really feel for the guy because this guy really had the potential of being a mega star, and the fact that he couldn't even get the chance, it was, sad. And not only is this like a wrestling story, it's kind of like a life story because it gives you insight, not even just like wrestling, just when you have dreams, you shouldn't expect things. Like Nigel, like, he kind of like expected to become a huge star when he was a kid, but you should expect the best and worst of things when something happens. Like, if you have a dream, you should definitely look forward to the good side, but you should definitely have the bad side on your mind as well. And that's something Nigel really didn't have, and he kind of realized that towards the end of the documentary, that, not everything turns out good, not everything's fair in life. And that was like the moral of this documentary, just, it wasn't fair, it was just, bad luck for him, but you just gotta move on from that. And, he really he blows up, towards the end of the documentary. He blows up, he's sitting in his car, and he just rants. He just, saying, it's unfair, I should be a huge star right now in WWE, I was basically screwed. He just goes off, and then, he calms down after he's done venting, and then, he does the whole Kickstarter thing, and he basically, like you say, he didn't think he'd make much money from the Kickstarter, because he didn't think anyone cared about him. He's like, you know what, I didn't do anything in my life. I didn't do anything in my career. No one's going to care about me. Hell, one of the shows he's scheduled to be in for his retirement tour, the promoter, he didn't even wrestle because the promoter wouldn't pay him the money Nigel wanted because he told Nigel that he didn't think he was worth that much money. So Nigel was basically giving up hope. And, when the Kickstarter happened and he got well over the money he wanted, I think he got to the goal he was looking forward to in 3 days, which I think he was looking forward to like, I think it was $20,000 he wanted, and I think at the end of it he had like over $50,000. I'm not 100% sure, but he was well over it, and he started to came to the realization that, wow, people do care about me, people do like me, and he accepted the fact that he couldn't make it in WWE, and he became really happy with himself towards the end. You can definitely tell he became like a whole new person basically at the end. He accepted it and he moved on, and that was, basically a moral in life everyone should take. If something happens that you really want to happen, you can't really do anything about it. Just accept it and move on. It might be a hard thing to get over, but, sitting around, sobbing around, complaining about it's not going to change anything. You just got to move on. And that's basically what Nigel did, and, he just, like I said, it was a great documentary. I didn't really cover everything. Well, I didn't really cover anything. I just pointed the things I really liked about this DVD, and just, it's a must-have in my opinion. Like I said, the moral of this DVD is not only just about wrestling; it's about life. And I truly, truly believe people will have, a new look at, new perspective on things, and a new insight, and a new appreciation for the things they have accomplished, they're able to accomplish, and things they're doing right now. So I definitely recommend this DVD for anyone, not just, wrestling fans. Well, obviously there are wrestling fans, but like people who don't know about Nigel McGuinness, watch this, you see his story, you get emotionally invested in this guy. So definitely watch this DVD. But let's review here. Like I said, buy his DVD, guys. Please do. I really, really would if I were you guys. And that's the video, guys. Thank you for watching this video.